Monaco is the second smallest European country after Vatican City. Monaco is so small that it does not have a capital or any other separate cities. Country is a principality, which means that a prince is the ruler. Grimaldi family from Genoa, Italy took control of Monaco in 1297. In 1911, one of the Grimaldi princes, Albert I, gave Monaco a constitution. His great-grandson Rainier III married Grace Kelly, a US movie star, in 1956. After Rainier III's death in 2005, his son Albert II became prince. Stone Age settlements in Monaco are evidently preserved in the Principality's Museum of Historic Anthropology. Ancient times, Monaco was colonized and ruled by the Phoenicians, Greeks, Carthaginians, and Romans. In 1191, Genoese took possession of it, and in 1297, the long reign of the Grimaldi family began. Grimaldis allied themselves with France. However, from 1524 to 1641, they were under the protection of Spain. In 1793, they were dispossessed by the French Revolutionary regime, and Monaco was annexed to France. With the fall of Napoleon I, the Grimaldis returned. The Congress of Vienna 1815 put Monaco under the protection of Sardinia. Monaco's sovereignty was confirmed by the Franco-Monegasque Treaty of 1861. France accepted the existence of the Principality of Monaco but annexed 95% of its former territory, the areas of Menton and Roquebrune. Monaco's military defense since then has been the responsibility of France. Treaty that was made with France in 1918 that in the event that Grimaldi dynasty should become extinct, Monaco would become an autonomous state under French protection. In 2002, a new treaty between France and Monaco clarifies that if there are no heirs to carry on the dynasty, Principality will remain an independent nation rather than be annexed by France. Monaco's military defense, however, is still the responsibility of France. On 11 November 1942, the Italian army invaded and occupied Monaco. Soon after, in September 1943, Mussolini's fall in Italy, the German army occupied Monaco and began the deportation of the Jewish population. The country was liberated as German troops retreated on 3 September 1944. Prince Rainier III ascended to the throne following the death of his grandfather, Prince Louis II, in 1949. The revised Constitution of Monaco in 1962 abolished capital punishment, provided for female suffrage, and established a Supreme Court. Principality joined the United Nations in 1993. In 1997, the Grimaldi family commemorated 700 years, and in 1999, Prince Rainier III marked 50 years on the throne. Upon his death in April 2005, he was succeeded by his son Albert. Albert formally assumed the throne on July 12, 2005. Though not a member of the European Union, Monaco phased out the French franc for the single European currency of the euro by 2002. Monaco is a popular tourism and recreation center in the 21st century. Monaco's southeastern border is bordered with the Mediterranean Sea. France surrounds the country on all other sides. Monaco is about 8 kilometers west of the border between France and Italy. It lies within the coastal area called the French Riviera. Monaco's climate is warm in summer and mild in winter. Monaco line is wholly covered with the buildings and roads. Rock of Monaco is a piece of high land that sticks out into the sea. It contains Royal Palace and a Roman Catholic cathedral. Country is divided into 4 areas: Monaco Relais, the Old City, La Condamine, Port Quarter on the west of the bay, Monte Carlo, business and recreation, and Fontainebleau, recreation and light industry. Flowering plants, evergreen shrubs, and palm trees grow in Monaco's gardens and beautify it. Monaco citizens are called the Monegasque, who are 1/6 of the population. Most of the people who live in Monaco are citizens of France or Italy, with significant number of Swiss and Belgians. Official language is French. Most of them are Roman Catholic. Citizens of Monaco are prohibited from gambling but are free from taxation. Banking and financial services are important to the economy as well. Citizens of Monaco do not pay taxes on the money they earn. Monaco has been a tax haven for the wealthy since 1970s. Its refusal to impose income taxes on its residents and on international businesses with headquarters there led to a severe crisis in France in 1962. Few steps were taken by the French government to resolve it. Additional revenue comes from franchises on the casino, television, radio, and state monopolies on stamps and tobacco. Tourism is the main industry in Monaco. Many rich tourists visit the famous gambling casino in the section of Monaco called Monte Carlo. Casino itself contains a theatre designed by the 19th century French architect Charles Garnier, which is the home of the Opera de Monte Carlo. Social life revolves around it. Museum of Prehistoric Anthropology stores Stone Age settlements from the Principality. Oceanographic Museum was built in 1910. Major tourist attraction is the Grand Prix, an annual international sports car race through Monte Carlo's elegant streets. Tourists also enjoy Monaco's beaches and harbor.